So, yeah, there's a lot that's happening today. A lot of big news, a lot of crazy things that are occurring. Political landscape in this country seems like a joke to begin with, but that does not mean that it's funny.
It's a bad joke.
Yeah, there's plenty of things out there that I consider jokes, but aren't funny. Also, to anyone out there who is upset at the fact that I make fun of your political candidate, just know this. The person I am making fun of is never going to know who you are. That's like anyone out there who thinks that, oh, Kamala Harris, she cares about me, or oh, Donald Trump, he cares about me. They don't even know who you are. I am apathetic to basically everything that's going on because nothing gets done.
Nothing ever gets done because both sides focus solely on undoing things that the other side did years ago.
Yeah, instead of looking at, oh, this worked for it, but this didn't, so let's work on the stuff that didn't work and make things better for everybody. But I will say this film is hitting a certain audience. After all, we live in a society. And
after all, Lady Gaga's pretty nice to look at on screen.
Yeah. And Joaquin Phoenix is actually a really good actor, too. I mean, there's a reason why he won an Oscar for the first one. This looks good from like just the teaser trailer that we saw. I can't wait to see what this has in store. So, Joker Folie à Deux. Here we go.
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like a hurricane.
The trial of the century.
They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's not. There's a monster.
Oh boy.
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you, for once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Showtime.
The whole world smiles with you.
You can do anything you want.
The sun comes.
You're Joker.
Look around. Look at all these people. I will no longer allow any of you to keep me down.
Oh, baby.
I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
Oh boy.
This is looking dope.
Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Like, just visually. Oh.
Sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.
Oh. Okay, look, people can say whatever the hell they want. People could say, "Oh, this film's gonna be stupid. It's a musical." Dude, visually,
They're really not pushing that musical aspect that much in the trailers. I don't know if they were 100% honest about that.
I think there's gonna be musical aspects.
I think they're gonna sing some songs in it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be a musical.
And what's wrong with them singing some songs,
There
especially
looks like there's plenty of scenes where they're probably not singing songs.
Yeah, and what's wrong with them singing songs, especially in like their mental scape? Because they're in a mental hospital, and the only place that they can truly escape to is in here. And what's wrong with them doing that? Like having it to where Joker starts singing for the first time in my life with in front of Harley, and it touches her. It basically reaches her and it makes her fall even deeper for him. I mean, honestly, there's so many ways they could go about it for having music in it that would make sense in terms of this world. And also, not only that, but
that appeals to me too, because one of the things that I dislike about musicals is it feels almost like it's RNG. Like they threw in like all these like numbers into a bucket and pulled out like, okay, 2 and 5 and okay, so at 2 minutes and 54 seconds into the film we'll start the first song.
Yeah,
like and it's like it's so random when people start singing about stuff to me in like a lot of musicals, and I'm just like, why are they singing about this but they didn't sing about that? Or like they'll sing for the entire freaking time, and then I'll just be like, all right, I'm really tired of hearing like songs in a genre I don't really care for about the end of it,
And that's fair. And here's the thing I'll say as well is in terms of the musical aspect, everything that I'm seeing here makes sense because it
makes sense for him to be singing that little song to himself while looking at the TV smoking the cigarette.
Yes, and not only that, but like her reading hymnals, like that's the thing. Sing Hallelujah, prepare for Judgment Day, that's a hymnal. And basically that's the thing, like she could be very like musically aspiring, and Arthur could basically like tap into that. And right here, it looks like he's singing it while looking at this, and there's a doctor right here. There's a right there. It looks like there's a doctor or a staff member looking at him.
So it's almost like he's not actually singing it. It's just it's what's going through his thoughts right now. He's kind of singing in his head.
Yeah, but I will say this: visually, this film looks stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, the set pieces. Like, oh yeah, and look at this. The extras getting into it. This right here. Like, this little like, spotlight on him, just soloing him out. Him and Harley having a night to themselves.
And they've mixed it up in a way that I can't really follow the entire plot of what they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Just from seeing the trailer, which I'm glad, so the trailer doesn't come off as too spoilery to me, and that's good.
Yeah.
So I like that about it.
And then, of course, right there, her emulating Arthur's.
I should not find that as hot as I do. But...
Oh, what's wrong with it? I mean, it's Lady Gaga basically just going full Harley Quinn. And also another thing too that they do here is right there. That's the little fellow that Arthur basically murdered that one dude in front of him, and it was kind of darkly funny. Dude couldn't reach the lock. And Arthur, and that's the thing, Arthur let him out, Arthur let him go, and I think that they're going to be using him as, like, primary witness to, like, Arthur committing a murder, and he's like, how can I commit a murder if it's self-defense? He came into my home and he tried to assault me, and then his compatriot, I let him go, and now he's making up a story saying that, and basically it could be Arthur formulating a plot to, like, just make himself seem like a victim of this society and a victim of like others, and that's why he acted out and did what he did. That still doesn't mean he's going to get off scot-free, but everything they're showing here.
The reason in Gotham's lore that the Joker always gets off scot-free with all these murders, it's not scot-free necessarily, but it's the fact that it's always like, well, he's clearly insane, like criminally insane, like, so
yes.
He never goes to like prison or max security prison or the death penalty.
But they send him to the asylum.
He gets sent to the asylum and then he breaks out. And
yes.
He does it again.
And right here, you see, with this is basically Arthur probably just like, oh, right here, this is the escape, because she set fire to the back of that room. They kissed and they decided to try and run away. And they run out here to where the cameras are, and this basically makes them both famous. I think that's what starts it. It's like they both become famous from this. And then, them dancing in the middle of it. I think she has... and right here, I love this. This is a callback to, like, classic 70s, like Sonny and Cher. Sonny and Cher had their own show for a long time, and basically it was like this variety show with musical performances and all that. And I guarantee you that's going to be the tie-in, much like how late night talk shows were the thing in the first film that like got Arthur lost in his own mind. I think this style 70s music variety shows are is what's going to be the basis for Arthur and Harleen's like descent into like their own like madness and everything. I don't know, but I just love the set design here. Basically, it highlights everything that. Also, I love the fact that they kept his makeup the same as it was. The paint is uneven. Mm-hmm. Like this goes higher over here, and it fits.
Because even when she did like the wipe across her like mouth, she did one side longer than the other.
Yeah, and I think that's the point. It's supposed to be
just part of the design for his Joker paint.
Yes, but also here, I'm wondering what's going to happen that's going to make it to where she's getting full access to go in to the courthouse. Maybe she's being called in as like an expert witness or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that just have me super curious in this.
Yeah.
Like, I really wonder what parts of these are real and what parts are, like, obviously, like, right here, like, you know, like, is he actually going to be, like, out walking through, like, this crazy carnage in the streets at some point? Or is this, like, something he's thinking about in his head? Or
yeah,
like, I'm really curious as to what parts are real and what parts are in their heads and stuff, you know?
Yeah. And then this.
That.
Also, the judge.
The comically large gavel. Like,
just smacked
that
the
is
judge.
a larger gavel, I believe, than most judges usually have, if I'm not mistaken.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. That's what you'd see on like one of those like shitty like courthouse. Like,
which makes me think that this is also probably in his head, because why would they allow him into the courtroom in full like Joker paint and with the red suit and stuff, you know?
Yeah, not only that, but also allowing him up on the stand with the judge.
Yeah,
like that's no go.
That's a security risk.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing: like at that point, the very moment you take a step into the pulpit in front of like the judge, like without the judge's permission, bailiffs will tackle you. That's the thing, is like you have to be cross-examining and you have to be like muddying up the pulpit in front of the judge with the judge's permission, basically. If you're up on the stand with the judge, they're gonna shoot you. Like, that's the thing. But right here, I'm just wondering what all, like, these scenes here definitely have to be like in the fantasy world, in their personal fantasy world. I don't know. That's the thing, is just like
unless there's a point where they actually do completely escape and they assume the Joker and Harley persona like outside, and then they start to build like, you know, their gang or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. This can go so many ways, and I'm just curious as to how it's going to end. I'm curious as to like what, and the fact that we aren't having to wait that long. This is like 3 months. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 months away. Damn. Oh, God. I'm excited. Needless to say, I'm excited. Cannot wait for this. This is just... Oh, this is hype. This is hype. And I know there's going to be people who... what do you all think? I would love to know what you all think. Like, give us your honest opinions in the comments down below. Let us know if you're excited for this, if you're scared about this. I hope that this is just as successful. I hope, well, if it's good... I hope it's just as successful as the first one, and they keep doing films like this, because this is tapping into something. This is tapping into something that, honestly, people like in films.
I think it's something that not everybody knew they wanted to.
And that's the thing, is like it.
Everybody really liked Heath Ledger's take on the Joker, and then they decided to do something kind of really different. Like, and it's hard to describe. But there's something here that Heath Ledger's Joker didn't exactly hit either, even though he was as good as he was.
Well, yeah, Heath Ledger's Joker...
It's kind of proof that there's ways to do things multiple ways, and they can all be amazing, yeah.
Well, here's the problem that always existed with, like, the Joker. we had every other style of Joker, because, you know, there's 3 definite ages of the Joker. There's the Golden Age Joker, Silver Age Joker, and then there's the Bronze Age Joker. Now, the Silver Age Joker, or the Golden Age Joker, we got that with Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was that traditional Golden Age Joker, the crime boss who basically was like at the head of the table and had little bouts of just mania, but overall was in control of it.
I'm not a huge fan of that style because I think there are already other characters who fit that kind of niche within. There's already enough crime bosses in the Batman.
Well, and here's the thing, though. The Joker was like that before all the other ones. So the Joker originated that style, but others did it better.
Didn't used to be a crime boss?
Huh?
The Penguin didn't used to be a crime boss?
No, that's the thing. Joker existed before the Penguin. And he was a crime boss before the Penguin was.
Okay.
That's the thing, but here's the thing, others do it better, and they basically molded the Joker into something else. And then you got the Silver Age. Silver Age is the prankster Joker, you know, the pure like what you got in the Adam West Batman series. That's pure Silver Age Joker. And Cesar Romero did a great job with it for what he was given, because overall Cesar Romero refused to shave his mustache to play the Joker, but his laugh is what transcended him as the Joker, because his laugh is seen as the quintessential Joker laugh. And then of course you had Heath Ledger bringing in the Bronze Age Joker, and a lot of people say it's the best portrayal because it basically makes the most terrifying version of the Joker, who's unpredictable, just completely unhinged, and just is not afraid to just make a mess and to blow everything up if things aren't going his way.
For me, as not being a comic fan, my obviously favorite Joker as a kid was the animated Batman series Joker.
Which funnily enough,
Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger's Joker to me was that Joker growing with me, you know. What would I imagine the animated Batman Joker would be like if it was more in a real world setting where he's actually an insane criminal murderer.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing with the Joker from the animated series, they were going with the Art Deco style, and the Art Deco style was reminiscent of the Golden Age Joker, which is what the Joker was. He was closer to the Golden Age Joker than a Bronze Age one, but I would say overall, Mark Hamill's is one of the most effective, in terms of the animated realm. I'd say he's the most effective.
And also his laugh for me is the one that I consider the quintessential Joker laugh.
And you see that's the thing, is I look at his laugh, and yes, it is especially that loud, bombastic laugh that Mark Hamill can pull off so well. Oh, so good. But Cesar Romero, he did something similar to that in the beginning too. His didn't go as bombastic. He basically had a one breath laugh. Cesar Romero would be like, whereas Mark Hamill would go, yeah, the multi-breath laugh. Whereas Arthur's is spontaneous. Arthur's is yeah, he basically tries to control it, and Heath Ledger tried to do all of them together, and I think I still like Ledger's Joker laugh better than I do Joaquin Phoenix.
I like the extra bit of lore behind Joaquin's laugh too, though.
Well, yeah.
So, the fact that it's a nervous tick originally.
Yes.
And then you can already see scenes in this trailer where he's laughing where it's it doesn't seem so much like it's still a nervous tick at this point. It's moving into him actually laughing at the situations and what he's starting to cause and stuff, you know?
Well, of course, because he's giving in to being this figure for the public to latch onto.
Especially when he was riding in the car and it was they're considering him a martyr, and he starts laughing right there.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't feel like a nervous tick laugh. That felt like they're considering me a martyr. I'm a martyr. You know, kind of.
Yeah.
He's going crazy at that point.
Oh yeah, well, the pressure's getting to him. The pressure has to be getting to him because, he's the face of a movement that is inspiring tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people to take to the streets. Think about that. And not only that, but he's a very mentally unwell person who has just been absolutely just like run through the gears and just shit out by the system. And it's not it like he can rise to meet it, but I don't think that. But I think that they're wanting a figurehead, and he won't know what to do. He won't 100% know what to do if he does assume that leadership. I don't know. But if he dies, I mean, he will be a martyr. That's the thing. People who follow Joker will make him a martyr. And that's what they always do. I mean, God. Anyway.
I know there are people who are going to be like, you guys turned a 2-minute and 50-second trailer into
a 25-minute
video. I'm going to edit some of it out, but, like, it's Batman, guys. Like,
yeah.
I know it's not Batman. It's Joker, but, like, it's the same universe.
Batman universe.
I can talk about this kind of stuff for a while.
Yeah. So. It's the Bill... I'm fuck Bob Kane. I'm calling it the Bill Fingerverse because Bill Finger was the one who came up with most of this. He came with Gotham City, the Joker, and Jerry Robinson. I can't forget Jerry Robinson. Jerry Robinson was also a big figurehead in the creation of the Joker. But Bill Finger and his learning about Bill Finger and seeing like the level of creativity that he had and just like what it spawned and where we are now with his creation, it's amazing. And yeah.
I think you should start titling these when we do these, like, trailer reaction and breakdown. Because we kind of gave, like, a lot of thoughts on breaking down things we saw in the trailer on this one. Now, when we see a trailer and we're just like, yeah, it looks all right, then we can call it just a reaction. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we had a lot to say about this. So.
Yeah.
It's a little more than just a reaction, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, I think that's going to do it. So, everybody, thank you all so much for tuning in. This was Joker, Folie, Deux, the official trailer. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Be good people. Take care.